Hey guys, it's Stars and Moon Tarot, and I am back again for another daily reading. This is going to be for February 19th, but actually before I get into the daily reading, I just want to let you guys know tomorrow I am going to post a pick a card reading on my YouTube channel, so if you want to be a part of that or if you want to see more about the video, definitely check out tomorrow. It's going to be a March 2019 prediction, like how your month is going to go, and I actually used the Tattoo Tarot for that. It's this sort of stuff, so definitely let me know what you think of the deck too, what you think of the reading, but yeah, like I said, tomorrow, check it out if you want to see it. And with that, now I'm going to get into the reading. And as always, this is Witch's Tarot, and this is Spirit Messages. Yeah, so like I'm still getting used to the Tattoo Tarot, and I did it with that. I was going to try using the Tattoo Tarot for today's reading, but honestly the Witch's Tarot has a lot of like symbolism and meaning for me. There's just a lot more imagery, because if you look at the Tattoo Tarot, like this one is Two of Cups, you know, and this is about like relationships, things being in balance, partnerships, equal give and take in a relationship. But then you look at the Two of and yeah, like this is the Tattoo Tarot, but nothing really speaks to me, you know, about a balanced relationship, give and take, you know. But then you look at the Two of Cups, and there's, you know, like a man and a woman, they're holding cups to each other, and then there's like a red rope around that, and I know that in some marriage ceremonies they do that, you know, so I mean, it was a little bit difficult to kind of decipher some of the stuff, but anyways, I thought I would do pick a card reading just to see like how that worked out, you know, and if any of the video resonated with you, definitely let me know. But like I said, I'm still getting used to it, so we will see what happens. Okay, now into the reading. So the first thing that kind of came to me when I saw this is, I feel like for some of you people, you're gonna feel like really complacent, because Ten of Cups, you know, it's about like happiness, that sort of stuff. Like you're gonna feel happy where you're at, even though if there's kind of like maybe some chaos going around, or maybe, you know, there's some problems. Overall, I think for the most part you're going to be happy. But I feel like there's still going to be some tiffs, because Ten of Cups was the only card that was upright. The rest of these cards were in reverse. And with the reverse card meanings, like the Nine of Cups is all about like social groups, friends, popularity, doing things together. And on the downside, this can be like you're not as popular as you think you are. People could be gossiping, saying things behind your back, and kind of like dissatisfaction with your social circle. And Five of Swords, like I've mentioned, this is about embarrassment, but when I looked in the Tattoo Tarot, this one was also about like a greater self-understanding, but it's through like hardships. And conflict, and then there was another meaning. I can't think of it right now. But when I put these two together, this doesn't seem like the Three of Swords, you know? Like, this isn't the Three of Swords, but with these two together, it kind of made me think of that energy. And I feel like there's going to be some things that are said. Either it's going to be about you, or like there's going to be some gossiping about like one of your friends. But the things that people are saying, like it's going to feel really sensitive to you. You might feel like you have to pick sides between two friends, or like several groups of friends, and I feel like that's going to cause like a little bit of tiffs. What else was it? Not just between, what is it? Not just like the things that they say, maybe you're going to participate in gossip, like unknowingly, or whatever the case is, but I would try to stay clear of this if you can. So that was kind of like the only tiff that I saw, but for the most part I saw like good opportunities, because the Two of Wands, what is it? Two of Wands is like a promotion coming in, could be new beginnings, because he's kind of like looking on the horizon, looking at different things. People see you as kind of like having the world in the palm of your hand, and that's why people could be gossiping about you. They see you kind of like as rivalry, as kind of like a jealous. They could be jealous because they see you as having like all these things, but they don't really understand like maybe the work that it took to get to that point, or they don't really understand like how you got to that point. You know, they could just be saying things for the heck of it. But on the downside, Two of Wands can be like you're not realizing the happiness that's in front of you, and oh, what else is it? And like it takes a while for you to get success. And I feel like if that's the downside of anything, it might be, you know, like the success that you're working for, like the things that you're working for, it might take a little bit of time. But I definitely feel like you're going to be able to see like the happiness right in front of you. Like even the little things that go on today, you're still going to have like this inner peace. And then the Six of Wands, this is about like full-on victory. Oh, yeah, and Two of Wands is also about like small victories, kind of like nudges that you're going in the right directions. It's not necessarily like a huge win like the Six of Wands, but it's definitely like working towards that. And on the downside, I still don't think there's anything too bad with the Six of Wands. It could just be that it's taking a little bit longer to like get to that end point, like get to that victory. Or it's like when you get that victory, you're a little bit arrogant and cocky about that. So I would kind of be on the watch of that. People might gossip about that, but for the most part, I see, like, still, this is good stuff. And then Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, I feel like if you... Oh, wait, let me say this first. Eight of Pentacles is about jobs, projects coming to an end. So I feel like today, if you're not exactly satisfied with your social circle, if you're not satisfied with the work that you're doing now, I definitely feel like today you might put in your 2 weeks notice, or today might be your last day at work, and you could very well search for a different job. And I feel like today it's going to be a good thing to do that because you're thinking about like your long-term security. You're thinking about, you know, like, do I want to have a family? If you do, like, you're starting to make plans for that. Like, you need to have a 401k, you need to have health insurance. You're thinking about like practicalities. If you want to have a house, like how much do you have to make each month to like make the mortgage, all that other stuff. Like you're very money and future focused right now, like stability. That's what you're focused on right now. And oh, what is it? Also, I feel like you're going to realize like skills that you have that are transferable to other jobs, because maybe before, you know, you couldn't really realize that, and that's kind of like maybe what made the job search so difficult for you. But I feel like today you're going to realize like, oh, I have these kind of skills, like I can use that at this kind of job. And then if that doesn't work out, I also feel like for some of you, you might realize a talent that you have that has like money making potential, and you just thought of this, you know, as like a hobby, didn't really see the point in like doing it, but now I feel like maybe today you might realize the potential that this has. And also I feel like maybe you might realize some job offers through friends. Like you might just have a conversation like, oh yeah, did you hear about this restaurant that's opening up in town? You know, like that should be a really cool place to go. And then all of a sudden you start thinking about it. You're like, well, that restaurant needs, you know, like employees there. Like maybe I could have a job there, you know, so like be on the lookout for that. And then, oh, I feel like there was something else with these pentacles, but I think it might be clarified with the oracle cards. So, oh, before I forget, no, I think it'll show up with the oracle cards. Yeah. So, let's see what the spirit messages have to say about today. New beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now, life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. So with new beginnings, I definitely see, again, like this is going to be around a job offer, but I definitely saw that with like the Ace of Pentacles. Aces of something, it's representative of new beginnings. I feel like this is going to be like a new financial beginning. That's why I say it's going to be related with work. If not, maybe it's going to be related to like how you look at finances, that sort of stuff. But I definitely see this as more of like related to work. And maybe you're going to change your jobs. Like it might be a complete overhaul, because maybe you work in retail now. Now you want to go into something like more creative or more scientific, or vice versa. Maybe you're like the scientist and now you want to take up like an art career. Whatever the case is, you might do like a 360. So like with the new beginnings, don't be surprised like what it brings about. But also I saw new beginnings in Two of Wands, because like I said, this guy, he kind of looks like he's gonna go on some sort of journey. So yeah. And also like I said, Two of Wands is kind of like nudges, like you have little victories, and I feel like those little victories are kind of like nudges in the direction that you want to go. And then let's see what the second card has to say. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show how much they love you, to prove that they're with you at this time. So when I saw this card, I didn't automatically think, of like anybody is really connecting with loved ones, like whether they're deceased, alive, elsewhere. But as I started like practicing with the readings, I thought, like maybe for some of you, you might be taking up mediumship and, making a business out of that. But my other thing was too that yesterday was a 7 of Cups. And I mentioned, like that means there's a lot of opportunities presented to you, but also you could be having like precognitive dreams. So I feel like maybe your loved ones are trying to speak to you through dreams, or they've been appearing in your dreams, and if they have, definitely pay attention to them. And my other thing was too, this has nothing to do with like dead loved ones or deceased loved ones, but this is more of like friends that you haven't seen in a long time. Like maybe you had to go to a different social group, maybe you had to leave them behind because you went to a different school. Whatever the case was, you just lost touch with people, and I feel like today you're definitely going to be thinking about them a little bit more. So I don't think that would be a bad thing though either, because they probably have you on their mind as well, unless if you guys ended things really badly. I feel like today it might be good to reach out to those people. And then the last card, light. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how brilliant you truly are. So when I saw light, it definitely made me think of like analogies people make to light and then like your personality, like don't dim your light, having a shining personality or like a sparkling personality. And I feel like today people are going to realize your potential, or there could be people that are in your social group that are trying to like dim your light, like make you feel bad. And yeah, like with these two cards, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but it made me think of the devil energy. And the devil, like I've been saying in the past readings, he's very much taking everything for what it is, what it isn't, but he's not letting somebody like ruin his day with their sassy or negative comments. He's just letting it fly over him, and he realizes that he can make his own destiny. He can be happy, like he controls his happiness. So like with these two cards, it definitely made me think of the devil card. So maybe like there are some aspects that are gonna play out today, like in your social circle. But also, light made me think of like maybe people are trying to be in the spotlight. It could be you, like maybe you're trying to get your moment like in the spotlight because you've been working hard, or it could be that a lot of people want your attention. It could be that you want to get somebody's attention, but that's what light made me think of. Oh, and I guess there's a light right there too. Like it's going to light up your accomplishments, light up like maybe the skills that you have too. You're going to realize it today. Oh, that reminds me. Like lighting up things, realizing things coming to light. Like today, definitely gonna gain some more self-awareness if you haven't already. Gain a deeper understanding, like a light bulb moment. There we go. So yeah, I hope you guys liked today's reading. If you did, definitely hit that like button down below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel to get more daily readings like this. And then leave a reply in the comment section down below, because I would love to hear your story, like how this video resonated with you and how your day went. And again, tomorrow I'm going to post a pick a card reading on March predictions, so if you want to see that, definitely check out my channel tomorrow. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Bye!